I'm Urs Fischer. I'm here with Plaster Magazine at Palais de Tokyo bookstore, picking some books. Oh, I'm somebody that really loves making books. You know what's funny about like images? You can look at a lot of images, but they don't. If you would have to eat a lot of something or like anything a lot of, you would feel like full. But you can just look at the images all day long, and it doesn't tire you in some way. I don't know. So I would pick that up because I like Rose photographs. Raw effort, just photos. Always liked his photos way before I knew him, I think we have both a deep love for Irving Penn. There are some artists you know or you heard of or you kind of saw a show like a long time ago, like Francesca Woodman. I actually bought this book not long ago. And then it's just you forget, or I forget about them, and then they come back and you're like, what is that? And somebody else is digging in their work and bringing something out, or some people I know, like for example Walty. Walty I know since I'm a kid. Walty Pfeiffer was not as successful in this way as he is now, and he was just this really nice, supportive guy on the bicycle that did a little teaching and lived a very humble life, This is a famous book by Larry Clark Tulsa. And I remember when that book came out, I was there, and I didn't speak any English, nothing. You have no context, and you're 17, and you pick that up. And you don't know, and you just start looking through that. And, we have such a crazy awareness of imagery or photographs or being photographed that like a notion of anything authentic in an image doesn't really exist anymore, or how we present ourselves, how we become aware of how we look or come across. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. It's intriguing because it looks like it just had a good time. It's always interesting to think, why did everybody start to destruct the image? And, it's the same time as you had Einstein destructing things too, and, everybody started to take things apart. How great is that? There's some people that kind of predicted Photoshop. That's definitely one person to think in layers. It's totally normal for us now. We have filters and layers and we just stack it. That's definitely like amazing to look at that. Isn't that cool? This is very good. This is a Boccioni. This excites me, like this kind of weird. Or wow. Yeah, some of these sculptures, I think they're mainly destroyed. Look at this one here. It's kind of cool, no? It becomes like a mystery or like a legend more than a real thing. I like just how crazy it is, Like it's way out there somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I like when I don't understand where things come from and they're just kind of nutty, That's other artists that I really love, Gilbert and George. The humor, the drama, the visual, it's just full of life, I love these kind of crazy ones. That's also nice. And in some way also the economy of it, like having it all this tiled, like huge paintings, but they're all these small things, and it seems like so modular. This is amazing. Probably like British art wouldn't be the same without them. They're a kind of a forebearer of a lot of stuff that came, in a way of what you express. And big Derek Sherman fan. I was a young kid when a lot of these movies were kind of coming out, and it felt so exciting and interesting to like hear all that. And I remember I was at the Rotterdam Film Festival when Blue came out, when he lost his vision, his eyesight, and so I didn't know what it is. I didn't read anything before it, but it's just this blue, and I expected at some point something will start. And they changed the role of the film, and they gave a little flicker, and it was white, and then it just continued with the blue. And I walked into that not knowing about the concept, or so you just sit there and you listen, and you just watch this blue, and I was I will remember that forever. because, you know, a lot of this old stuff, it's so dusty, and these paintings and sculptures, and it becomes hard to relate. And actually, talking of Derek Sherman, I was just reading a book of his writings from, I don't know, somewhere in the 80s. And in there he basically says, I mean, who would be an artist anymore if he can be a filmmaker? You know, would Caravaggio not want to be Pasolini? You know, because of what he can express and how he can reach people. And I think it's in some, I really like that art feels less and less dusty in that way when it can open itself to like conversations, and you know what I mean? I mean, it's so necessary, because otherwise it's like what is it about? I would get this one.